Alright, YouTube. Sorry we've been gone, but we've been traveling around the United States and took some time off. You know, I sold my Dodge Diesel and then I bought a gasser. I bought the Silverado gas, and there's an old saying, you can't go back. You can't go back from once you've gone diesel. So here it is. We sold the gasser and bought a brand new 6.6 Duramax Diesel Chevy 2500 HD LTZ, fully loaded, all the boys and whistles. Even have a sunroof, all the toys. So I put 4,000 miles on it, cruising around. It's not a lot, but I want that oil out. I happen to have an older case of Amsoil HDOE original equipment 1540 oil, which they no longer make. They've improved their diesel line. I just called Darren up at Amsoil Corporate Technical Services. He says that's perfectly fine. We're going to run it for about 6,000, 7,000 miles somewhere at the end of summer and then just get it out of there and put the good stuff in. But like I said, I just wanted to get that cheap oil that was in there out. So real quick, what do you need? You need 10 quarts of a good quality oil. I prefer Amsoil. You need the proper oil filter. Again, I prefer the Amsoil. It's a 52. It's always been a 52 on all the Duramaxes. Oil filter wrench and a 13mm socket to take the drain plug off. One big ass oil catch pan. I've come up here already and removed the oil cap, which is right there, and I removed the dipstick right here, which is right there. All that does is allow air to go into the oil pan as we remove everything else. So down here at the bottom side of the truck, there is your oil drain plug pan, and then there's your oil filter. Really tired, guys. I'm just getting over this stinking flu that we got going around down here. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this. I've already loosened it. Well, at least I thought I did. Yep, there it is. Let's see how much of a mess I'm gonna make in the driveway today. Looking like quite a bit. Not sure how this is gonna work out. I'm thinking it's gonna spray. Not too bad. Okay, we're gonna have hopefully all 10 quarts go in there and not make too much of a mess. Yeah, sure. Believe that one. Alright, we're gonna pause it for a second and get some more pans. Like I said, they no longer make this. They've went through a total diesel oil revamping, and they've taken their oil line and made it 6 times better than what it used to be. I got a price on that case of 120 bucks. I think that's what I paid for it. It's been sitting in the shop. So yeah, it's gonna work. It meets the specs for this truck. We're gonna just pour it in, run it for the summer, and then we're gonna switch over to their good oil. We've gotten this from the website trustedoil.com. You know we buy it from those guys all the time, so look up trustedoil.com. You know, order some oil from them. They're a great group of guys. We're gonna go ahead and take the oil filter off now and put the new stuff in. Quick, easy job. And I gotta kind of hurry up because it's gonna rain. It's February and it's 90 degrees outside. I'm sweating. Fire trucks are probably gonna go save somebody who got in an accident, and it's gonna rain. It's just miserable down here this time of year. It should be cold, but I gotta say, I do love the truck. It's pretty. Pretty. I will tell you that I've never owned a Duramax. This is my first. I've had a Ford and I've had the Dodge with the Cummins, and they've both the Ford and Dodge had transmission problems. So I mainly bought this truck because it had the Allison transmission in it, and I must say I love the fact that it's got an external filter. And talking to my tranny guy, he says the internal filter you change at every 100,000 miles or when you got to do a rebuild. I kind of like that, even though he says that filter just goes to the cooler. Again, guys, if that's right or wrong, put some comments in the bottom. I'm brand new to this, just trying to help other people out. Oil pan plug, I did realize it's not at the lowest point of the pan, but hey, it is what it is. We got all that out. Oil filter also is all, it's all on the same side. It's all on the driver's side. This is so nice. I gotta say, I really do appreciate Chevy in doing all this on one side of the motor. Oh, don't drop that. Alright. So we got that off. Yeah. That's what they call frame lubrication. I'm going to call that my error for spilling it. Alright, we're going to let that dry. Wipe off that frame up there. Obviously the gasket's not there. And put the new filter on. We've already got the new drain plug in. And fill this thing back up with oil. That's an oil change on a 6.6 Duramax. I mean, it can't get not any easier than that. And I got the flu, and I'm feeling like crap. I got a fever, but I'm out here working on the truck. I guess that when you got diesel in your blood, it's in there. Like I said, it's the Amsoil 25,000 mile EAO 52. I'm not going to drive 25,000 with this oil. Probably only going to run it for about 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 miles. End of summer. And I know you guys all know, lube up the oil ring. Alright. Yeah, there's some people that like to fill these things up with oil. I'm not that worried. Sorry. Alright, let's put the oil filter on. Okay, so oil filter's on. We're just going to spin it. Alright, now see, it's hit bottom. This is very important. You don't get the impact gun out and crank this thing down. So it's down on the bottom of the block. We're going to give it 3/4 of a turn to 1 full turn. Got the Amsoil logo there, and there's half. I need my rag because I'm all slippery, but I'm going to give it another 1/4 turn to give it a 3/4 turn. That's it, guys. We're done. Fill the oil up. Like I said, you don't need to go crazy on it. So here we go, got the Amsoil 1540. That's what this truck calls for because we're down here in South Florida. It's hot, 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 hot. And it calls for 10 quarts. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of these gallons in. And then half of the other one, which would be 10 quarts. And call it a day. This has got to be one of the fastest oil changes I've ever done in my life on any vehicle. And I'm holding a cell phone taping it for you guys. Alright, there's 1 gallon, 4 quarts. We'll duplicate that with the next gallon. And, you know, I'm really anal, so I like to crawl under the truck and go, that gallon of oil just pour out the bottom. Because we tightened down the drain plug and the oil filter. But I have had an incident where we forgot to put the drain plug in a motorcycle and all 4 quarts came right out on the garage floor. I think alcohol was involved that night, but anyway, back to the oil job here. Okay, here's the 2nd gallon going in. It's just hard with one hand. You guys get the idea, right? Do you have to sit here and watch me put 10 quarts of oil in this truck? Of course not. Like I said, give those guys over at trustedoil.com a look. Order some oil from them. They're a great group of people. Alright, dipstick's back in. Oil fill cap is back on. And we got 2 quarts missing out of that. So that's 2 plus 8 is 10. That's what the owner's manual called for. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. Hey, the hood's open. Alright, some nice good oil pressure. Other than the door being open, everything seems to be looking good. And like I said, we just put 4,300 miles on the truck, so it's brand new. And there's no major gushes coming out of the truck. A couple of drips. that is a successful oil change on the 2016, 17, 2500. Doesn't have the fancy hood like the 18s do, but I got a good deal on it because it was last year's model. That's all I care about. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. What is that? I gotta find out what that is. I just found something. I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna look into that. Maybe that's an engine heater plug. I don't know. Oh God, I love that sound. All right, the mods are coming. Stay tuned. This is the new truck. It's gonna get all done up. Wait till you see what I got coming next week. You're gonna love it. Thanks for watching, guys.